table is now set for Sean Adams of OrangeBloods.com. Now, Sean, I know the Texas players and coaches are not happy with their BCS fate, but are they at peace with it?
I think they're totally at peace with it. I think at some point you have to figure out what is best for you and what is best for your season. And right now, what's done is done. It is what it is. You got to move on. Great competitor in Ohio State that's going to be across the sideline from you. Texas is surely at peace with this decision now as they move forward and try to finish out the year the best way they can.
Okay, because of that, do you expect them to show up in the Fiesta Bowl with the same kind of effort they had against Oklahoma and Oklahoma State?
I believe so. I think you're going to see an effort that's going to match that because this is a team that in many ways has the chip on their shoulder, has a lot to prove. They don't operate with the chip on their shoulder in life, but you have to deal with it on the field right now because there's a hint of disrespect in their eyes. There's a hint of unappreciation in their eyes. And I think in many ways that'll motivate them to practice. Once they get between the chalk, none of that matters. It turns into execution, X's and O's from the coaching staff, and getting it done. They'll have a great game plan, and I think they'll play a great game.
Some big news regarding honors for this program earlier this week. I want to talk first of all about offensive line coach Mac McWhorter. He was named the Assistant Coach of the Year by the College Football or the American Football Coaches of America Association. Big honor for all the coaches who get awarded for this. For everyone who doesn't know who he is, explain why he deserved that award.
Well, he deserves that award. A lot of people still thought that he was going to get the head coach after he was interim at Georgia Tech, but he came over to Texas, has shaped the offensive lineman, had some high draft picks. But what he's done over the last year or two is mold a lot of young guys. This is a team that has played a little undersized. They've played a lot injured, and they've moved guys around like Chris Hall, who played all 5 positions last year. They've had to mold some young guys, and it's for those efforts that he probably received that award.
Bigger news in Austin this week. Brian Orakpo winning the Nagurski Award, or Colt McCoy announcing that he will be back for his senior year?
Well, I think it's big news in both of them, but for Brian Orakpo, he's a guy who was injured last year and had to play kind of dinged up for the remainder of last year. But, man, he is a monster. Everybody knows about him working out with the change, and they saw what happened with him on TV. But he is a guy who's great off the field, great on the field, graduated last week, won the award. He's the guy that if you look at that Oklahoma game, he's the stalwart on that defensive line that dominated that defensive line and shut down that Oklahoma offense in the second half of that game. And it's for those efforts. He got it done. He's a great defensive player. Great honor for him in a year where defense has been great in many places around the country. It's a huge honor for him.
All right, Sean, thank you very much. We say hello once more to Sean Adams of OrangeBloods.com. Sean, Ohio State will be motivated by avoiding its 3rd consecutive BCS embarrassment. What will be UT's driving force?
The driving force for the University of Texas is they know the history. They know it's a BCS game. This Texas program, even under Mack Brown with the success they've had, they haven't always gotten to the BCS game. Sometimes it's been the Holiday Bowl. Sometimes it's been the Cotton Bowl. They know that that's a piece that's out there for them. Plus, if you look back at 2004, winning the BCS game, the Rose Bowl, was the thing that put them over the top, gave them the driving force to come back and win that national championship in 2005. A lot of people, myself included, even Mack Brown said it in public space, that this Texas program was probably a year away. They just got better a little earlier than they thought they would. They know that this is the momentum that'll drive them into spring and to possibly a national championship run in 2009.
And one reason to believe that next year might be even better than this year, Sean, is the announcement made earlier this week that Colt McCoy will be back in 2009.
Yeah, Colt McCoy is going to come back. It didn't surprise a lot of people. It did surprise a lot of people. He loves being at the University of Texas. He appreciates the program. He likes the fact that he might be able to be a 4-year starter. He has a lot of records right now and will conceivably leave with every one of them next year. Plus, that carrot of the national championship is out there in front of them. They think they have the team to do it. They're going to lose a few seniors, but they have depth on the defense where they're going to lose them. They have pieces in place to win that national championship. Getting so close this year to having an opportunity to play in that game has to be the impetus for him coming back and seeing if they can get it done in 2009.
All right, Sean, thank you very much.